Hi, I'm CJ Ramirez. We are here with two of the founders of a new and expanding company called Victory First. I'm here with Bill Downs and Steve Kushner. Bill, you're the CEO and co-founder as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a nutritional biochemist. I've been in the industry for about 30 years. I've been in the ingredient business for about 24 years. I formulated a lot of products. I've brought a lot of the ingredients that are popular today to market, like Garcinia cambogia, grapeseed extract, chromium, coral calcium, and products like that. They've had a market impact of over $2.5 billion. So I had a nutrition practice as well for a number of years, and that was prior to the ingredient business. And in that capacity, I was confronted with a wide range of human suffering that it was very frustrating because I didn't see that medications were really doing anything other than medicating symptoms. I didn't see that they were getting to the cause. And I wanted to devote my life to trying to figure out what was causing disease and understand how nutrition would help to improve the quality of human life. You're made of food, air, water, and sunshine, so there's got to be a solution in there somewhere. I've started Victory First because I had a mission to fulfill that passion, and Victory First was the best way that I could do it.
Okay. Well, Steve, you're also a founder and the Director of Research and Development. Tell us about your role in this project.
Well, I've been in the nutrition research and formulation field for about 30 years as well. I've had the good fortune of studying with a lot of very renowned alternative healers and use a lot of different modalities. I've focused on formulating products and have had products in many major chains over the last several years. And over the last 3 or 4 years, I've really focused more on not just the supplement itself, but how a supplement or a remedy can achieve its optimal potential, how it can help a person really heal themselves to the utmost. And so my focus has been on increasing absorption and bioavailability of the various nutrients and all these different supplements.
Okay. Well, Bill, what was the original vision for the company?
Providing a nutrient and a supplement that really restored consumer confidence in a product that worked. Again, having a past of dealing with human suffering and also athletic performance, people trying to achieve greater performance outcomes in their life. With the standard American diet and conventional supplements, they modestly helpful, but it was in my research, we're eating food that comes from agribusiness, food processing, extended distribution, fast foods, even the food that's in the grocery store in the fresh produce section. Most of it is at least a week old. It comes from, even organic food from Chile. It's taken a while to get there. So food doesn't stay perfectly healthy after it's picked just for you. It starts dying right away. And I knew that we needed to provide a supplement that would make a significant difference in people's lives. In 2002, in the Journal of the American Medical Association, there were 2 published papers clearly stating that every American should take a multiple vitamin. So I wanted to provide the best of the best.
Mm-hmm. So how did you come up with the name?
Well, the name Victory is it's a moniker that stands for the ability to overcome. And owing to the fact that I saw in the industry a lot of health maladies that I believed were nutritionally based, and I saw in the industry a lot of people that had been hurt financially in various endeavors, and I wanted to provide a venue for them to become healthy and abundant, and that is our mission statement, assisting people in becoming beacons of health and abundance. So that's how Victory came into being from that vision.
All right. And how was the company formed?
Steve and I had gotten together from a mutual friend of ours. Steve and I didn't know each other. And Lonnie Coulter was the fellow who brought us together. And it was kind of like 2 kids in a play box together. I mean, we just hit it off and have had sparks. At least for me it is. You have to ask him if it had the same effect on him. But we really just, we have different backgrounds, but yet they heavily overlap. And being a nutritional biochemist, I tend to focus on the mechanisms of what's happening, but still am involved in the systems biology. How the contribution of one thing affects and improves the whole symphony of human metabolism. And Steve and I collaborated and produced the Prodovite product. I had another product, Brain Reward, prior to that, but the Prodovite product was just a pièce de résistance. It was, the cat's meow, outside the box achievement. And we've had the product on the market for about a year, and we've sold many thousands of bottles, and we have greater than a 98% customer retention rate, which is astounding, because the industry, both in infomercials and network marketing, generally averages a 70% customer attrition rate in 3 to 6 months. And by a year, you're looking at between 90 and 93% customer attrition rate.
Okay. So describe the synergy of the corporate teams.
We have a great corporate team, and they all embrace the vision of assisting people in becoming beacons of health and abundance. The fellow who is the president and chief financial officer is John Neubauer. He was the chief operating officer and acting chief financial officer for Herbalife for over 10 years. He worked with Mark Hughes, and that's a multi-billion-dollar company. So he's experienced in managing not only growth, but large financial endeavors. He's making an incredible contribution. He also knows the back office software. So we're moving ahead with great strength there. Paul Pachanti was with Nikken. He was the global sales director for Nikken, which is a magnet company that comes out of Japan. It has to do with bioenergetics and magnetism. And that company, he brought that company to North America and drove them to $1.9 billion a year. He's our chief marketing officer. And then Steve is our director of research and development. He's just the best there is. So I'll stop there.
Well, we have the company vision. What is your vision for the future?
The company vision is a manifestation of my vision and our collective vision. I want to be able to touch everybody in America and beyond. We're already in Canada, and we're having people from Australia and Philippines and the EU asking for us to get in. And the regulatory hurdles that you have to go through are a little bit daunting, but those doors are opening for us.
It's a great vision. Can you tell me, or can you explain the concept of nutrition you can feel?
Sure. It is what it says. That became one of our slogans too, because it's very important for us that when you take our supplement, Prodovite, you feel something very, very quickly. We've seen that in the clinical study we've done, and we have seen visual evidence of that. But more importantly, people come back to us and say, I actually noticed something. In 5 or 10 minutes, I feel an energy uplift. I feel kind of a surge of energy or oxygen going through my veins. I'm less stressed now. It's extremely important because a lot of supplements, while they may be good in theory, they can take 2, 4, 6 weeks before they really do anything. And not only do people not stay with it for that period of time, but they become disenchanted. So they don't comply and they go on to something else and they keep jumping around. So not only is it important to keep people enthused right off the bat, so it's experiential, they feel something right away, but it gives them optimism. Well, if I can feel this good in 10 minutes, imagine what I can feel in a week or 2 weeks and how much better my body's going to respond and heal itself. So that was one of the primary moving factors for us, is making sure that with our supplement, the ingredients and the technology, that people will actually feel something very, very quickly.
Okay. What exactly is the lead product, Prodovite?
Prodovite is a liquid multi-nutritional supplement, and it is a combination of vitamins and minerals and several tonic herbals or botanicals, along with some very important nutraceuticals. We actually consider it more of a multi-herbal supplement with vitamin and mineral cofactors, but in all, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of nutrients in this one supplement. So we start off with great ingredients that are all very complementary and synergistic, and we add our technology, which enhances the ability of the body to absorb and utilize these nutrients. And we think we have a one-of-a-kind product, supplement, foundational supplement. And that's the other part of what's important to us, is we wanted to create a foundational supplement that anybody and everybody could use on a daily basis to not only support their own body, but it actually will help other supplements work better too. And it's not just to help you overcome health challenges, it's to bring you to an optimal level of health so that, when you go about your day, you feel great.
Why Prodovite? I mean, there's so many multivitamins in the marketplace. Why this one?
Well, that's true. There are a lot of supplements out there that carry multi-nutrients. We don't really believe too much in tablets because it's very difficult for a body to break down and absorb those tablets. I mean, most of it can pass through your system. Capsules are a little bit better, but still you don't absorb them that well. They don't get absorbed together, so there's a lack of synergy. Liquids we feel are the best, so we chose liquid as the vehicle for this, and then we added our technology. Our whole goal is to create an ability for the body to take in all of these complementary nutrients at the same time and have everything, all the tools it needs to use its own innate intelligence to heal itself. And the other thing that's important to know is we conducted and completed a very successful clinical study on the finished multi-nutrient product of Prodovite. We know of no other multi-nutrient supplements that have ever completed a study on the finished product. So that's kind of revolutionary that we have proof, both scientifically as well as anecdotally from testimonials, on the actual finished supplement. And so there's really nothing else like Prodovite.
And it actually tastes pretty good too. We had some earlier. Is this safe for the entire family?
It is safe for the entire family, and obviously if you have a medical condition, we always tell people check with your doctor if you're unsure. But as a daily supplement, it's extremely safe and probably very needed. As far as the entire family, if you have a child over 12, they can take it. Below that, you check with your doctor, and we tell people to adjust the dosage based on body weight and proportions. We have just completed a study that was an IRB, or Institutional Review Board, backed and approved study. And it will be published soon, but we also wanted to show that, as I mentioned before, as a multi-nutritional supplement, we don't want to just say something, we want to be able to back it up with science, and we tested 41 subjects with not only very good, but very consistent results across the board as compared to a control.
Excellent. So your two excellent products are sold through representatives. Why did you decide to go into network marketing?
Our company, the people that control our company, Steve, myself, John, Lonnie, Paul, are passionate. I mean, the testimonials that we're getting are just, they're overwhelmingly moving. The results that people are getting, and we didn't formulate a product for any conditions. We just wanted to have super great nutrition, and that's what super great nutrition does. And I want the millions of dollars that would have been spent in advertising and PR to go into the pockets of the people that put the message out. They need to be the ones that benefit from people getting healthy, not some people up in an office somewhere making millions on their back. I want them to be the beneficiaries of how they're helping people get healthy.
I just want to add one other thing about that too. One of the key attributes in this situation is we're not just saying, here, take a product and feel better. We're able to help educate people and inform so that they can help take care of themselves. You never get that opportunity in a retail or an infomercial category. So we're able to interact, and the interaction is wonderful when you get to talk to people that are being helped.
Mm-hmm. Well, you talked about the testimonies that people are sharing from the products. Can you share some of those with us?
They're everywhere, and as Bill said, we didn't formulate a product to treat a condition. We wanted to work with the body. And in fact, if you were to have somebody come to us and say, well, what should I take for this, or to have more energy, or to sleep better, we can make certain recommendations, but you don't know because everybody's so chemically different. What is your reason for not sleeping as opposed to another person? So our goal was to provide all of these nutrients at the same time and not necessarily worry about a specific nutrient, but how do we get the nutrients into the system so the body can work with them. So consequently, the testimonials are wide-ranging, from increased energy performance with athletics to people who have been having trouble sleeping for decades, who say they're sleeping through the night, to people who are noticing that their blood sugars are becoming balanced, food cravings are going away, people are losing weight, people who've had chronic pain are coming back and saying they're starting to feel better. And we always caution, that we're not here to cure something. This is not treating a disease or preventing anything. And results are different for each person. But what's great is we don't have to worry about that. We allow the Prodovite, as well as the Brain Reward, to do its own thing, and we just wait for the people to come back and give us this wide range of testimonials. And we are actually changing lives. Well, I should say, we're not, the supplements are. We're just a vehicle to help those lives be changed.
Okay. So they're wonderful testimonies. Why are they so profound?
The quality of life is dramatically changed. We had one, and these are on the website, by the way, and these are freely given. These people, some of the testimonies came even before we had the network marketing company, when there was no income opportunity. And again, as I said, we have greater than a 98% customer retention rate. It's just astounding. And we've had people that were reduced kidney function by 36%, were diabetic, had collapsed lung, and one lung has got blood clots in it, and cellulitis and narcolepsy, things like that. Start taking the Prodovite and the Brain Reward, and in a number of weeks, kidney function is normal, blood sugar is normal, oxygen saturation is normal, no more narcolepsy, to people with diverticulitis getting improvement. And again, we're not curing, treating, preventing, diagnosing anything. These are just testimonials that they gave that you can go on the website and see at VNIinc.com or on thepaththovictory.com. And they're just so moving that these people are getting incredible results. Steve and I talk about it all the time. It's stunning. I mean, we've both been in the industry a long time. We've formulated great products. We've heard testimonies, and there's never been a product like this. And we had a woman that has been a career competitive triathlete since her 20s start taking the Prodovite, and in a matter of weeks, she competed in a triathlon and achieved her lifetime personal best performance at 50 years old.
Wow.
It's astounding. It's amazing.
So what makes this product so special?
You know, there's a lot of multiple vitamins in the market. As a matter of fact, in 2011, the multiple vitamins alone sales exceeded $5.2 billion. That's a huge market opportunity. And of course, the logical person would look at Steve and I and say, "You guys insane bringing a multiple vitamin into this market?" But the number one health malady in our culture is digestive disorders. It's the number one most prescribed class of drugs for a disease disorder, digestive problems. It is, after accidents, it's the number one reason for emergency room visits. Since the 60s, these chronic degenerative diseases have been on the rise: cancer, cardiovascular disease, arthritis, diabetes, et cetera, and the supplement industry has grown dramatically, and it hasn't put a dent in stopping that. So while the theory of supplementation is great, and I've been a big supporter of it, something is missing. And what's missing is a product that gets in. So that begs the question, what's the most expensive nutrient? And the answer is, it's the one that doesn't work, because it can't get in, it can't work. So Steve and I talked about this, and Steve had a technology for delivery, and we got together and came up with 4 important things that we needed to achieve and that we do that make Prodovite unique. Number 1, great ingredients. We have absolutely fantastic, science-based, premium quality, patented, trademarked, proprietary ingredients, branded ingredients. The second thing is we do a mechanical predigestion process. Chewing is the first step of digestion. Well, we do a super advanced chewing. It's a wet milling. It's actually called a low-shear tri-blender jet compression particle processing. But it's really a mechanical predigestion process. And then Steve's technology, which we call Prodosome, is a liposoming technology which uses phospholipids. And a phospholipid is an amazing molecule. In nature, if you try and combine water and oil, it doesn't work. But in a phospholipid, you have one end that's water-loving, one end that's fat-loving. And when these now uniformly small particles from the predigestion process are presented, they favor one side or the other, causing the phospholipid to wrap and encapsulate all these clusters of a diverse range of nutrients. And then we keep running that process, and we get clusters of these phospholipid spheres, liposomes, within a liposome, and clusters of those within another liposome, and clusters, et cetera, up to 100 concentric layers. And when you put it in your mouth, the body loves it. All the tissues of the digestive system love phospholipids. So when you hold it in your mouth for at least 30 seconds, it goes into that rich supply of blood vessels under the tongue, goes into the stomach, doesn't break down in the stomach, goes into the small intestine, and it has an adhesive property, and it sticks to the intestinal wall, and the outer spheres degrade, and the phospholipids and nutrients go in, and other spheres are released down in, and they stick to the intestinal wall, the GI mucosal border. The phospholipids degrade, and the nutrients go in, and the process repeats until pretty much all of it gets in. And people feel the difference, and that's what makes Prodovite so remarkably different.
Our Effiquence technology allows us to not only customize these spheres, these liposomal spheres for different types of ingredients, but it also enables the nutrients themselves to be better assimilated, and it has its own direct action on improving the quality and health of the cells themselves. So we're working on both sides of the fence.
Oh, amazing.
It is.
Amazing. Well, your company is growing by leaps and bounds, and you have a mission for everybody becoming beacons of health and abundance. What do you mean by that?
A beacon is a light. I want people to have the power and the energy, the ability, the capability to be a light, to show other people that there is a solution. There's so much rhetoric, so much hyperbole in the marketplace. I've never seen a company come out into the market and say, hey, we're selling mediocre products, but please buy our stuff because we want to make a lot of profit. They don't admit that. We want people to have a tangible experience and become a light to other people so that they can experience health and abundance.
Do you have anything to add?
I just think that this is an opportunity for us to work through other people to offer, maybe for the first time, a chance for people to take control of their own health, especially in this day and age, and to feel better and have not only long lifespan, but a quality of life as well.
It is clear that Victory First is changing the face of nutrition with products that are allowing the body to heal itself. It truly is nutrition you can feel. This is a company that is creating a community of representatives that share in the mission to improve the quality of life and celebrate a world with hope and health for all mankind.